non-spoiler. Let's get into spoilers. While I'm reviewing this, while I'm playing Lego DC Supervillains. Let's continue. So we got Polka Dot Man here, and beside him is Harley Quinn. Um, what can I tell you about this movie? Let me see if I can knock. Boom. Can she destroy this thing? Yep, she sure can. Sound's still not going to work here. So let's see. What is that? Oh, yeah. Oh, the police are coming. Oops. It's like Grand Theft Auto. Run! Run! We don't want to be part of the Suicide Squad here. We're just going to run. Polka Dot Man. So you got Polka Dot Man, you got Harley Quinn. We got, well, the Pete Davidson character gets killed pretty quickly. So, yeah. Who else? We're just running all over Gotham. It's night out. It's raining. We're not on any mission. We're just collecting Lego studs and running around like twats. So this is the Ace Chemical Factory. Don't touch that. We've already touched it, and look what happened to us, or look what happened to Harley. We have the Weasel, who does not die but seemed to have died. Who else? He had another character who died pretty early. He looked like the Resurrection Man from the 90s comics. I can't remember his name, but suffice to say, yeah, he's dead. Who else? So a lot of characters die, a lot of characters come back, and one of them being that Rick Flag dies. His heart was broken. I'll get into the whole ambiguous scene at the end of the credits, but I made a mistake actually of watching this movie late. I was supposed to have watched it earlier last night or whatever, but am I going to be stuck in this? I guess I'm going to be stuck. I'll have to find a way out. So let's see. Basically, what you saw in the previews, and if you've been watching the YouTube videos and previews, if you haven't watched anybody else's reviews of this, it is what you think it is. It is Starro the Conqueror's story. Let's see. Can we get her up? God damn it. This is me trying to jump up. Okay. Oh, almost. Almost fucking got it. So Starro the Conqueror is the main baddie. But more importantly, it's about the America's involvement in Starro the Conqueror. So it starts out kind of like if you think of the backstory being about Venom. Let me pause here. Okay, 10 hours later, I got back on the city, because once you jump in the water, that's it. I'm like you're fucked up. Like, I'm not going to waste my time reviewing this movie staying in the fucking water. Fuck that shit. If I'm going to review this movie, I'm going to be on the city floor, on the city grounds. I don't care where I go. Wayne Manor, the GCPD, Ace Chemicals, I don't give a shit. Joker's Funhouse. I'm going to review this movie right. There's a fire there, Lego fire. Yes, so what was I going on about? So it's about Starro the Conqueror. It's about America's involvement. So think of the backstory like Venom. You know, when the alien symbiote came to Earth, and The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing. And you have this alien like grow from like a little, I guess he was like the size of a monkey, right? This starfish that from outer space. And then he grew to like kaiju Godzilla size. And this is basically, and so you have a country that's like Cuba. You have fake Cuba as sort of the setting for where all this happens. I thought it was Rome. When I first saw the previews, the trailer, I thought it was Rome, that they were going to Rome, Italy, or some Italian place, some district of Italy. But no, it's actually like a fake Cuban country where it looks like Italy and shit. But you got the Peacemaker. You got John Cena as the Peacemaker. You got Dubois, Bloodsport. You got Harley Quinn. You got Rick Flag. Rest in peace, Rick Flag. You got Polka Dot Man, who was in The Dark Knight and the Flash TV show. Who else? What other people you got? Wakita Tahiti. I think that's her name. There's so many up-and-coming actors. She's sort of the ethnic actor that you can't define by her race or anything. She's a mixture of everything. Middle Eastern looking. I'm Middle Eastern looking. She is the rat catcher. Uh, there are a lot of points in this movie where I roll up my eyes. I kind of know what's going to happen here. That's why I can't give it a 9 or a 10. I only give it a 9 or a 10 if I know that this is like really outstanding. And there's some ideas that they take that I was going to probably use in the Metal Men, but I think that the whole zombie effect with the starfish, with the starrofish possessing people, it's not the same as Eclipso's tattoos possessing people. They're not zombies. They're still their darker side is revealed. But that's my movie. That's my thing. But the starrofish turn people into zombies, whether they're dead or alive. Um, so the movie starts out with two groups of people. You have on one side, you have Rick Flag, the Weasel, who seems to be dead most of the movie. You have Harley Quinn. You had uh, the yellow and blue guy with the Spear of Destiny. I forget his name. You had the Resurrection Man guy who got his head blown up by Amanda Waller, and the guy with the fat dude with the pizza guy. Um, you have what else? I'm trying to think of what else. So that's you have Team A and Team B. So Rick Flag leads Team A. I think Polka Dot Man might be in Team A, but not. Team B has Ratcatcher, Peacemaker, King Shark, Bloodsport. So there's two different groups of people. One of the funniest bits I remember right now. So there's two different things going on. There's Starro the Conqueror, and there's you have the dictators of the fake Cuba country, who are they're trying to assert power. They're trying to gain power. It's kind of like the Green Zone, starring Matt Damon. You know, who gets the power? Who has the most power? Let others assume power, right? Uh, and there's a rebel forces trying to make their way to the embassies and the council chambers, the president's chambers. They're trying to take over, take back their country, take back freedom. So they're trying to bring back democracy and fair diplomacy and take out the dictators. That's their story. So there's two stories. There's the Starro story and the dictator story. And sure enough, the dictators lose and the rebels win. But meanwhile, you've got the Suicide Squad. You got them doing their own thing, trying to figure out what's behind the secret alien stuff, because that's obviously important. It's you got to have the monster at the end of the movie. You got to have that Starro at the end of the movie. That's what's important. I mean, at some point, they're told to go back home and ignore the kaiju, but obviously they can't, because even if they did, the kaiju, the Starro would eventually conquer all of the fake Cuba and then go to Gotham City and go to Metropolis and go to Central City with the Flash and take over the whole planet. There was a Justice League story in the 90s in which they tried to stop Starro, and Starro conquered the whole planet within like days and weeks. It's kind of like Marvel Zombies, where everyone's turned to a zombie and everyone's infected, and the whole planet is infected with zombies. So all the superheroes are dead, which is kind of shitty. Let me see if Polka Dot. Oh, yeah, Polka Dot Man's still there. Let's trade up. Let's trade up to Polka Dot Man. Um, yeah. So I think at the end, I really like. I was torn between giving it a high score and giving it a low score. I couldn't like this wasn't Wonder Woman 84 bad at all. This was not. Uh, and of course, Margot Robbie becoming more and more famous and getting better parts and more parts. Let's see what his powers is. Okay, he can throw his dots around, just like the movies, right? Let's see if his dots work on anybody here. Let's prey upon this dude here. Okay. Yeah, see his polka dots explode upon contact. There are moments where Polka Dot Man has these big polka dot faces and he has to explode like taking a shit. There's swearing. There's a lot of slaughtering. There's a lot of slaughtering in the movie, like the kind of things you see in Final Destination, where everybody gets slaughtered, like Looney Tunes, but for adults, and it's very gory and graphic. Um, John Cena as the Peacemaker is annoying. I felt bad for Rick Flag. If I had to compare this movie, though, to the first Suicide Squad, well, obviously the first movie is more connected to the DCEU with Zack Snyder. The only connection this movie really has, besides the first movie, is that Zack Snyder and his wife Deborah are executive producers. So their names are there in the first 5 minutes of the movie with all the credits. you'll see the words and titles of parts of the movie in like blended into the background. King Shark has some moments with these weird fake guppy fish, these colorful rainbow piranhas. Uh, King Shark, who is Sylvester Stallone in the post production, uh, he doesn't have a whole lot to do. Um, he's the big bad monster. He's kind of like the evil Aquaman, you know. Yeah, I kind of when I see that moment when the shark is looking at the colorful guppies or colorful jellyfish, it reminds me of young Aquaman looking at the shark in the movie, the Aquaman movie. I don't have a whole lot to say about this, to be honest with you. Um, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It wasn't hard to make a movie like this with James Gunn doing Guardians of the Galaxy, writing a bunch of badass characters with no morals or low morals, doing whatever they. But then in the end, they're gonna do the right things because it is a movie. If they did evil things all the time, then it wouldn't be a movie everybody could stand to watch, right? So they're gonna save everyone from danger at some point. They're gonna do things for themselves, but they're gonna save everyone from danger. That's what they do. This is a Poison Ivy thing here. You got to get Poison Ivy to take care of this. I'm sure she'll join the Suicide Squad soon enough. Because what's Harley gonna do by herself? Throwing polka dots around. He used to be a joke character, this guy, in the 1970s and 80s. Like, he didn't do much of anything. This is Wayne Island. Oh, wow. I think we're going to head up to Batman's house. Let's go to Batman's house. Yeah, I'm looking for, like, this year has been very slow since due to the pandemic, but we've had Zack Snyder's Justice League, which I count as a separate movie from the Justice League, the Joss Whedon version, and this one, the Suicide Squad. I would have to say the original movie had its own. I think it's apples and oranges. Honestly, it's apples and oranges because not one is better than the other. You have the Enchantress in the second one. That was a Rick Flag story. Um, I think the Rick Flag character is probably the one that will hit the hardest because he was there throughout the first movie. Oh, is that interesting? I just saw this right now. Wait a minute. This is okay. That's Yeah, that's hold on. Let me see. Can I take a picture of this? Let me see. Well, maybe Harley can do it. Let's see. Let's see. And take picture. Cool. That's Wayne's parents. That's the Wayne family right here. That's cool. This is the first time I've actually gone to Wayne Manor in this whole game, I think, because I just assumed that there wasn't much to do except go to Joker's Funhouse and there's Arkham Asylum and look at all this stuff. I have not been in this section. This game didn't get a lot of like hype because everybody knows about these kinds of games already. But yeah, that's kind of too bad. But see, I can't think of anything else. So there's a post-credit scene that involves. They kept it ambiguous, saying was it Rick Flag or was it the Peacemaker? Was it John Cena? I guess because John Cena has a future in movies after apologizing to Hong Kong and the Chinese. They gave him a post-credit scene where he lives, and it's like whatever. It's like yes, he's alive, but do I give a shit? No. And what's with him wearing the damn costume in every interview? I don't understand what that's about. Um, but thankfully, I mean, I came into this. Well, the thing is that so Margot Robbie was saying that Harley Quinn needed to take a break and stuff like that. And I wasn't sure if that was her cheesy way of saying that she was going to die. But thankfully, Harley Quinn does not die in this movie, not even once. She gets she because she is famous now. She gets more roles and more parts by herself. So she does kill one of the what is that? Wayne Memorial Gardens. So she gets one of the like she kills off the I guess the second in command, the romantic vice president, I guess, because he was supposed to. Let me see. Tap A. Cool. So there's Wayne Manor. Oh, we have more Lego missions. How nice. Um, I'm just walking around because I have to talk to you and do the same thing. So yeah, there's some scenes with her. There's a weird sex scene that's very reminiscent of Batman Assault on Arkham. If you ever watched that cartoon, she did the same thing with Deadshot, Yahtzee, and so, but she kills this guy because she knew this guy was killing children, and he was like allying himself with the dictators and shit. Who is this guy? What is this? What's going on here? Did I miss something? Hmm. Oh, you get to take the candy away from the baby. That's right. I forget about that. Um, what else? I think that was it. I mean, there's so many things happening. Oh yeah, Bloodsport gets over his fear of rats. I will never get over my fear of rats. Um, and I think that's it. So this has been almost an 18-minute review. I'm over 16 minutes, but I can't think of anything else. You know, I'm trying to think of a Mad Magazine joke where Viola Davis. So there's a scene where Viola Davis is going to destroy the rest of the Suicide Squad for taking on Starro, and she gets clobbered in the head by these people who were making bets, placing bets on who was going to live or die at the beginning of the movie. So these are her team of operatives who look like a bunch of nerds, to be honest. They kind of take me out of the movie. I'm like, here are these people that work for Amanda Waller, and they're just like, they're like two steps away from being the dumb henchmen that they don't do what they're told. This is sort of the pussified version of the wall jump. I'm going to try to attempt this. Will I get to the top? Like Donkey Kong, to the top. So there's a Mad Magazine joke that I created in my head since Mad Magazine is dead. Rest in peace. What's happening here? Oh, I go up to the top. What's up here? What's up here? Um, and that is that the Geek Squad that works for her says, "Oh, Amanda Waller's mad. Why? Because we knocked her out? Because we stopped her from killing the Suicide Squad? No, because we ate the last bag of celery flavored potato chips. She has to order those special." That was it. Anyway, we're up top here, and I don't know what we're supposed to do, but this is the top of Wayne Manor. I guess you could knock this out, but nothing happens. You get more studs. All right. So, not a waste of your time. 8.4, and I'll have to play more of Lego.